full of bull. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and say my commentary. So anyway, y'all, if y'all was able to see that video that I just did before they rudely interrupted, um that girl was snatched. Not only was she snatched, yeah, we back Baba Mimi. I can't believe they did that. It has nothing to do with them. There's no copyright or nothing. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. I hate YouTube. Can I go on record saying I hate YouTube? And that's a strong word. So I'm gonna be trying to find another platform that's free to go to because I can't stand YouTube. The way that they've changed everything now, it's ridiculous. People can come on here and show they coochie and they titties and they don't get poor. But I'm coming on here trying to educate somebody that has nothing to do with them. The video has nothing to do with them at all. And they pull me. Yeah, okay. So, um, anywho, as I was stating, if you were able to see that girl was a kid. What tripped me out was how did and maybe I shouldn't ask this question, but I got to the mother. I thought when I first seen that the mother, that the wife and the husband had separated, so they gave him carte blanche to her, it gave him free reign. But no, they were still married and everything. How is it that your husband built a bunker up under the house and then was able to snatch your daughter and lock her up under the house in the basement, and you not know it for years? You didn't notice him disappearing in the middle of the night, going down there often during the day. I mean, this man had set his daughter up to be his wife. So he had two families. He raped her, kept her locked up, and started having kids with her. And what pissed me off the most, well, not the most, but one of the other things that pissed me off, y'all, was the fact that she's trying to signal, I'm sorry, for help. The nosy neighbors see it, and instead of him calling the cops, saying something was going on, he gonna go knock on the door. And then even out of his mouth, it said, seemed like somebody was trying to signal for help. Well, if you know that, Nimrod, why would you tell the house people? Why wouldn't you just call 911 and say, look, I just seen somebody signaling up under this house for help. Can you send police? I'm afraid to knock on the door just in case somebody down there really needs help. I mean, and then he kicked her baby out of her. He kicked her baby dead. So anyway, but I'm just saying, it's crazy. It's just crazy. So, it made me think that people, not everybody, but y'all, even it took me back to my molestations when it first started. Me telling people and them not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? Really? So that happens. That happens. I just want everybody to start being more aware of what you see. I would have rather called the cops and it been nothing than to not call the cops. And you see what happened. Now yeah, girl, yeah, NC girl, yeah, basically, yeah. They sent me an email, yeah. So, but that's why I said I'm gonna start trying to do more on Google Meets. I think I'm gonna come away a little bit from YouTube because to me, YouTube sets their sights on black people, and I hate to say this, but black people that has something to say. Like if you with the uckery, they don't mess with you. But if you are empowered in your speech, if you try to wake people up, or if you try to tell people about sexual stuff, and all this and stuff, they'll cut you in a heartbeat. They don't want black people woke. I'm just gonna be honest with you. See, it's gonna change my whole commentary. They don't want black people woke. They want us to stay asleep. So there are certain phrases that YouTube has tagged, and if they hear it They shut you down automatically. Shout out to Vicky Dillard. Vicky Dillard is one of my people that I look up to, who keeps it real like myself. But she's more like for real. Like she plays no games. Uh, but they have tried to cut her so many times. It's ridiculous because she tells the truth. Okay. And there are certain words you just can't say. Even the BBK, I don't know if y'all know her, but even the BBK said, I was listening to her on one of her lives. You can't even say vaccination. Like me saying this, they might cut me again. But you can't say that. You have to say other stuff that means that. See how stupid that is? A friend of mine, he's a special herbalist, okay? He actually went up under Dr. Sebi. He was like Dr. Sebi's protege. And he could prove what he was saying about the food and homosexuality. He could prove it. Do you hear me? Why come YouTube took his video? When he confronted YouTube about it, they said, yes, we know you are correct because you were able to prove that, but it goes against what we're setting up. So they know what the heck they doing. They silencing us. Girl, I know, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, either it's free speech or it's not. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it's ridiculous. And what's so funny, YouTube was one of the ones that said they would never agree with the child, whatever it was that they was trying to do that they implemented 2 years ago, but they end up going over and just letting the government and all that have way with YouTube. And so that's why, you had to say this wasn't meant for a kid, this is meant for a kid, and they watch your video to make sure. Let me tell you, YouTube has been so diabolical when it comes to us black people who tell the truth. They go through your old videos now, like the ones you did when you first start. They go all the way back to your videos. They got a team that does that, and they'll flag them. Y'all think I'm playing? It was a video that I did like 2 years ago or something like that. When I first started, like when I've been on here for almost 10 years, but I first started doing videos in 2019. I was in 2020, 2019. Okay. So a couple of my videos, that's before they implemented everything, was the old way. They went back in my old videos and flagged them. Now, how much sense does that make? Yeah, you're right. And then one of the people that's over it now used to be with PayPal. And we know how PayPal was. I still got a PayPal account, don't get me wrong, but we know how PayPal was, right? So I mean, I'll let them bother me. If you gonna take it, take it. If you're gonna take my video, take my video. I don't care. It's out there. It's crazy, y'all. It is just crazy. But I blame us. I blame us. I'm talking about us intelligent black people, because y'all, a long time ago before this happened, we should have already came up with our own platform. We should have came up with our own quote unquote Facebook. We should have came up with our own quote unquote YouTube. That way can't nobody dictate to you what you say on your stuff. You see what I'm saying? So, anywho, let me move on. Shoot, because I'm gonna get out here because I got seafood to eat. But yeah, I didn't know I was off. 300's the one called me and said, you out there. I'm like, huh? Because to us, y'all, it still show that we're active. So unless y'all actually tell us, we don't know. Because it was still showing me active. I could still see people in the chat and everything. Now that's with Dr. Boyce Watkins, right? I haven't been over it yet, but I said I was going to. I said I was going to. But shout out to King, like I said, for telling me about Google Meets, even though Google owns YouTube and they Google Meets, but it seemed like they allow a little bit more on Google Meets than they do over here on YouTube. So and Dr. Boyce Watkins is right from my city. He actually was around the corner from where my husband grew up at. So yeah, he's right here from Louisville, Kentucky. His daughters still live here. And he used to be a professor here before. I think he started teaching at Spelman or something like that. So, and he's supposed to be coming back here and doing some type of thing. They selling tickets and everything to hear him. Um, you know. Anyway. So y'all, I ain't mad. We gonna laugh some more now. So okay, so it's been a follow up on my friend's nephew. They said somebody used his ATM. They said that they thought they saw him coming out of a store or whatever. That's not even his MO. I think it's somebody that stole his stuff and trying to act like they him. Or either they got him captive and making him withdraw money and different things like that. So yeah, I don't we don't believe it's him. We believe it's a hoax. Okay. Because like I told y'all, they have no love for black activists here. They just don't. Because one, it brought in the FBI to start looking over their cases. So yeah. All right, so we gonna laugh and then we getting up out here. I'm gonna tell y'all about one herb and then we out of here. So let me let y'all laugh for a minute because I got my entire. So one moment. Y'all may have seen this, but whatever. We gonna look at it now. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Y'all, it's crazy. And kids ain't squat. That little boy came in, kids know where their parents are. That little boy probably looked up and saw his mama and was like, I ain't getting into this. It is too funny. Women, we are like detectives, though. We we are like detectives. We'll find out in a heartbeat. Hold on, let me see. Uh Let me get the other one pulled up. It's Friday, y'all. We just gonna laugh and we gonna be out of here. Like I told y'all, I got seafood to eat. Uh, Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Did y'all see it? Wait a minute. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh my god. I promise you. I promise you, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, hold on. It's my son. Okay. All right, love. Y'all okay? Yeah. All right. Bye. I know where she disappeared to. That's what was so funny because she was a ghost. Girl was like boom gone. I'm like what? Just saying. Uh. And I mean, he her up and got her up out of there. She ah wait a minute. I'm gonna show y'all a miracle worker, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all somebody who's a miracle worker. She a miracle. She a miracle, y'all. Check this out. Okay, here we go. Ah! Hold on. I swear I can't with these people. I was like, does she not know gravity? Does she not understand how gravity works? I'm like, yeah, okay. That's why I said she a miracle. She can walk on water. She a miracle, y'all. These people, I promise you, it was hilarious to me. Hilarious. I gotta take my labs when I can get them, y'all. I promise I do. I'm like, Let me see. Okay. So, last but not least, did y'all know that TD Jakes and Tyler Perry actually bought property together to do an adventure? They're building a community. They're building a community. So that's positive. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that them two got together to do that. That's awesome. We appreciate it. And I hope it just, because people have their opinion about Tyler Perry and TD Jakes, but I'm like, yes, leave people alone with their money. They ain't asked you to spend your money on them. If you decide that you want to do that, then go ahead and do it. You know. So, any chew, let me see. Last but not least, and I know y'all probably saw this too, and then I'm getting off of here. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Shoot. Wait a minute, y'all. I need y'all to hear this. I didn't know y'all didn't hear it either. Dang. One moment. Okay, here we go. Wait a minute. I got to do it again. Hold on. Sorry. Here we go. It's a wonder she didn't break her back, y'all. Oh, I'm done.com. It's a wonder she didn't smack her back. I'm serious. I'm like, what in the fig Newton? What in the fig Newton? Oh, my goodness. Y'all should have heard sound that time. She's in traction, girl. Oh, hold on. Okay. All right, y'all. So y'all was able to see that. Okay. So all right. Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna share this herb and then I'm out of here. That post said no, girl. It sure did. Ow! Before I get out for her, unbother me. Um, I might try to give you a call either later today or sometime tomorrow if it's okay. I have a women's tea to go to tomorrow. I'm excited. Yay! I'm excited. I'm still waiting to see what I'm gonna say. But like I said, I'm excited. It's only gonna be for 3 hours. My husband has to work, so of course he's mad because he can't go with me. Um, yeah, they have been. I mean, we blessed. Don't get me wrong, we are blessed. But he's ready to take a break. He's ready to take a break. Um, Not trying to tell our business, but he's put in 60 hours. 60. And this ain't just this week. He puts in 60 hours every week, just about every week. We're finding out that it's the supervisor that is, thank you, Bobby Mimi. It's the supervisor that's doing it, not the job per se. My husband's shift is the best shift. And where they're supposed to have rotating, like not have to work on Saturdays, number once a month. He's making them come in to make up for everybody else's shift instead of hiring other people to make up the shift. I'm writing the people up that don't come in on the weekends, writing them up. So he's wearing out his best shift trying to look great when it's not required by the company. So yeah, my husband, he's like, babe. So yeah, you know what? Let me just brag on mine for a minute. Hold on. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. So let's make them really, really mad, okay? Um, because people don't have no life. That's why. Why would you be mad at a black woman talking about her black king? Why would that make you mad? Now let's examine your heart. What about that should piss you off? I don't understand that one. But nevertheless, um, this man is a hard worker. Here, a hard. When I tell you, he's never been one that, even when he's sick, let me tell you, even when he's sick, it's hard for me to keep him still, and it's just crazy. I'm like, dude, now when he say bad, he go to the emergency room, that means he it's like, if when he say he's sick or he need to go in the emergency room, that means on the scale from 1 to 100, he's 105. Because my husband's a Virgo. And if you got a Virgo, you know how they are. They are hard workers, they're dedicated. Once they If you got a Virgo that loves you, they love you, your last year draws, corn chips, everything. Like they are very much dedicated to just you. They and hey, ain't no turning them around. So, you know, um, let me just say, one person don't have no man. Well, a couple people don't have no man, and one person has half of a man, if that's what you want to call it. So that's how we're gonna let that be done. But yeah, so, and you know what? I don't even just talk about my husband on here. I talk about men, period. I talk about kings, period. I give everybody their props. When Jermaine G come on here, I talk about him. Anthony, y'all know I talk about him. 300, I talk about him. Um, VKC, I talk about him. Black men in general. I don't just save it for my husband. That's one sided. You know what I'm saying? But kings, period. That's just how I look at it. I just so happen to be married to a king, emperor, whichever one you want to say, because I'm an empress. So, yeah, you're right. You're right, NC girl. You're right. But it's just crazy. It ain't our fault that we live in our best life. She said, not a half of a man. Honey, a half of them. And I'm being generous when I say half. Okay. Because to me, people see, if I say what I want to say, then other people gonna think I'm coming at them because it fits them well. But I ain't coming at them. I ain't coming at nobody. I'm just saying, when you got a life, I don't know how you stay on YouTube all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see people that be on here 3, 4, 5 hours a day, and not just once a week. I'm talking every day. You be like, and you got a man? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because no man worth his salt, it's gonna be like, you been on that. Because even my husband, he works. Don't get me wrong, and he works funny hours. But during that time when I was trying to stay on YouTube, like all crazy hours and stuff like that, don't think he ain't pulling my coattail. He was like, what's on YouTube that got your attention? I'm like, huh? He's like, cause you be on YouTube a little bit too much. Of course, I played it out, but I took heed to what the man said. Do you hear what I'm saying? I can't let him know I heard what he said. I gotta, gotta be me. But yeah, I don't be on her like that. Mm-mm. Just like I said, any man worth his salt, he ain't gonna want you to be on no YouTube all day. How do you do anything else? How do you cook? How do you go to work? How do you wash body and clothes? How do you do that? Now, if it's in the middle of the night and everybody's asleep and your stuff is taken care of and you on here until the break of dawn, I guess it's okay. Whatever floats your boat. I just can't do it. I just can't do that. Okay. Some people think that better than nothing. Honey, let me tell you something. I don't want half for nothing. If I can, okay, let me go back. I am very much territorial. I really am. And when I see that I'm not a priority, I back up. I take myself out of the picture because I don't know how to be nothing but who I am. And I'm a head person. I'm the head. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, I shouldn't have to share my space with nobody, and I won't. I don't, and I won't. So I agree with you, unbother me. I don't, and I won't. Seriously, that's my mo. I tell people up front, I'm territorial. I really am. I'm very much territorial. Don't come on my property peeing. You see what I'm saying? This is mine. Mine over here. Mind your business. You know. But when it becomes a thing to where, a person is split between me and somebody else, I remove me. You stay focused on what you got to do. Because this right here you don't have to do no more. See, I remove myself. Because I'm important to me. So that's just basically it. And a lot of people don't get that. But I don't know how to be second. I've never learned that. I've never learned how to be second in a relationship. I can't even see it. I can't even tell you I'm gonna start learning how because I don't know how to, and I'm not going to. Their problem is a lot of these females have not experienced the king, and he's unrecognizable. Come on, so he's unrecognizable, right? Absolutely, absolutely. When I tell y'all, let me tell you something. I'm one, and I guess it's because I think this what I'm about to say is because I had sexual issues that happened to me, but also I got too much going for myself. Okay, sex is not a big thing to me. It just doesn't mean anything to me. It just doesn't. And one, I'm in menopause now. That's the third thing. When you're in menopause, that's the last thing you really think about. You know what I'm saying? Um, Hey, Diva Divine Light, Smooches Love, thanks for coming in. I've been wondering about you. I'm glad you could come over. Um, yeah, so anybody who been in menopause, you know where I'm at with it, okay? Now don't get me wrong. My husband still turns my fire on. Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying that. But you know how a lot of people leave with their penis, how they leave with their cooch, and everything. That's not no big thing to me. It's just not. I mean, I can do seriously, and that's the scary part. I can do without it, you know. Um, and so a lot of people can't. And so they get trapped up because of the feeling, you know, and they overlook the mentality of the person and they get wrapped up in how the person makes them feel. So it's why a lot of times you see a lot of women, because I'm a woman, so let me speak from this point of view. You see a lot of women end up with men and you be like, what the heck did she see in him? You be questioning, like scratching your head, like, ain't 2 plus 2 still 4? You just don't get it. But what it is the sex don't whoop them, and they getting it mixed up with the person. It's making them overlook all the flaws, all the lies, all the stuff that he can't do. So they just, he's so wonderful. He's so wonderful. You're like, okay, hmm, to you. And that's all that matters because you're in it and I ain't. So when I tell y'all my husband's shoes are big, they are big, and I tell anybody to get with me, you got to do more than him. Been busy doing my thing on my channel, plus getting ready for my kids' graduation ceremony. I'm having in my back. Oh, okay. Congratulations to your children. My baby girl graduated as well. Congratulations. So yeah, my husband's shoes are big, honey. So even if me and him decide that, okay, today, you know what, since the kids is grown, I think we ought to go, you go your way, I go my way. Any man that I get gotta be better than him. I ain't taking no shorts. Don't ask me to take no shorts. Don't ask me to come down off my throne. I can't. Because I can do for myself. It's not what I can do. It's what is your addition to my life? What are you bringing besides appetite and habit? And remember, sex ain't that important to me. So that ain't going to get it. So outside of appetite and habit, what else you got? Can you budget? Can you cook? Can you sew? I'm for real. Can you clean? Do you have money? Say what you want, call me what you will. But I can't go and pay no mortgage talking about he loved me. Can y'all let me go with my mortgage because he loved me? No, it ain't gonna work. They'll say, well, baby, if he loves you, that money should be here. Facts. So call me a gold digger, call me a hoe, call me a hooker, call me whatever you want. I'll be all of that. But I'll be all of that without your broke butt. Every last thing. I've always had. I feel you on that. Thank God my man is the messenger man. Okay, now, I've always had a man that did. Any man I dated did. Did what? Anything. Even the craziest dude that I had, Jasmine's daddy, the craziest dude that I had. If there was ever an emergency, he had a go-to. This boy was a pool shark. And if we was in between, if he was in between jobs or whatever, we just really, really need the money, that boy get that cue stick and he be give me an hour. I'll be back. That boy go shoot some pool and people would be telling me he down there cleaning a clock. I'm like, what? He down there cleaning a clock. That boy come in, hand me all that money, go do what you need to do. So yeah, I ain't taking no shorts. None. None. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It ain't for us. Mm-mm. And so a lot of men get mad at that. They get mad at that. They feel like, well, that's unrealistic. Not every man is blah blah blah. Okay, and that's right. But maybe I'm not the woman for you. Maybe you should get somebody else because where I'm at, it's not that I think I'm better than that, but why would I take down from where I'm already at? Why? It's like me being a millionaire and say, you know what, y'all, I don't even want to be no millionaire. Here, y'all take my millions. I'm gonna start over and be a thousandaire. Now, how much sense does that make? 15 years today is my anniversary, and he works hard to where I can stay home. Mine too. Congratulations and happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. So yeah, y'all, it don't make any sense. And then if you ain't got no hustle about you, if it's just no. No, it's a big bottle of no for me. It's like pass me up and move on. You know what? Somebody, when me and my husband first got together, one of his friends tried to say that to him, and he's like, I'll be that, but at least I got some cushion that lays beside me every night, and you still want what I got. So I'll be what you say. See, words like that for me and him don't bother us. Don't bother us at all. That's why I said I'll be whatever you call me, gold digger, Whatever you call me, I'll be that, but I won't be with you. So you ain't gotta worry about it, right? Right. So, that's just how we do that. That's how we do that. And especially if you have nothing, you coming to me with nothing, but you want to dictate to me everything. How does it work? You have nothing, but you want to dictate to me what I have. Huh? But when you are penismatized, let me just say that when they have mesmerized you and brainwashed you with the peen, you start thinking that that's right. You go, oh, but that's okay. He knows what's best for us and our money. He ain't got no money. That's what's up, Deba. That's what's up. You know. So I mean, I ain't, hey, but I take a man. Y'all think I'm playing? I take a man that'll hustle at McDonald's before I take a man that won't do nothing but dictate. A paycheck is a paycheck is a paycheck. It's dignity in work. Period. It was a couple of things that my husband didn't know, but he wanted me, so he learned. That's what tricked me out. I ain't gonna get into that. It's a whole merge of stuff. Trust me, when a man really wants you, he'll learn how to do something he don't know how to do, and he'll be happy doing it because he realized y'all a team. But if you lazy, and plus, wait a minute, I don't want nobody that I feel sorry for. Did I say that? Yeah. If I feel sorry, I don't want nobody I feel sorry for, because I'm gonna always look at you in a pity. Yeah, it'll always be everything is oh no I gotta see you as a king. I got to see you as a king. Even if you mess up, I still gotta look at you and say he's still a king to me. He know how to put people in their place. He ain't gonna let people play him. He know how to speak up. He know how to, I can't look at you when no, no. Mm-mm. Relationship. It keep us out of trouble. If we feel like going out of a relationship, we ask for 3 ways. Okay. As long as you got an understanding with your mate, that's all that matters. If you got an understanding with your mate, that's all that matters. Because what works for me and mine may not work for you. Or what works for you may not work for me and mine. You got to make sure that it's whatever works for you in your home. You know what I'm saying? Just get an understanding. Like I said, the head ain't nothing without the neck, and we the neck. It ain't nothing without the neck. Try to see somebody with head and shoulders only. You know. But yeah, I can't. Unbother me. I'm so serious, and people get mad at me when I tell the truth like that. That's the truth. That's the truth. You know. Plus, like I said, why am I starting over to appease you when I'm already here? I'm already at this level, and you want me to give all this up to start over just for what? What do you got that makes me want you? What? Because a lot of people don't even know how to have conversations. A lot of people don't know how to dialogue back and forth. See, I don't need you when I'm trying to say something. You can't hear what I'm saying because you already informed your answer in your mind. I'm still talking, but you got what you gonna say in your mind. You ain't heard nothing I said because in your mind, I done said something about watermelon when I'm talking about pineapples. Cause you done tuned out as soon as I say, well, the fruit you in your mind watermelon, and I'm still talking about fruit, and I done told you what type of fruit it is, and your mind is stuck on watermelon. And then when the conversation come out, I'm like, I didn't say that. And my pet peeve is repeating myself. That is my number one pet peeve. I cannot stand to repeat myself, especially when I know somebody heard me. When I know you heard me, don't ask me what did I say. What that does, okay, and see, I know people be like, it happens to everybody. But when you go to therapy school, when you become a psychologist, a counselor, a therapist, you learn what those behaviors mean. Just like when a person always shows up late, you know what that means? That their time is more important than yours, that it's all about them. They're self centered. So you'll wait on them because of who they are. That's a narcissist thinking. Okay. It's a lot of behaviors about by what people do. Okay. So if you are, oh Lord. Anyway, let me move on because yeah. Anywho, let me see. A black man ain't nothing without a black woman by his side, period. Oh, if something were to happen between my husband and I would live the rest of my life single. I'm too mature to start. You know what? See, NC girl, you've been in my head because that's what I said. That's exactly what I said. I'll give me another cat, possibly a poodle. I don't know because dogs is too much responsibility. A cat, you show the cat where their food is in their little box and they take care of themselves. And they love on you and run around your feet and all that. So I give me a cat, honey, in my own spot and keep it moving. I will be that one, honey. Who ain't got to pick up after nobody? I don't have to worry about nothing but me. Shh. I said exactly the same thing. I sure did. I think it'll be an act of Congress to get me to marry again. Seriously, it'll be an act of Congress. Now, I do know when I say this, I ain't even gonna say it because people take it the wrong way. So never mind. I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna hold that too. I'm gonna hold that tight to my chest. I ain't gonna say a word about that. We gonna keep that tight. I'm gonna keep it tight lip. Usually I say I ain't telling this one. I ain't nah. Ain't you? Uh so yeah. I'm like you. I'll be single. Yes, ma'am. They be like, girl, you don't want no. I'm good. Mm-mm. Nope. Don't want to clean nobody's dirty drawers. Don't want to worry about the toilet seat being left up, which I gotta admit, the men in my household have conquered that demon. They do not leave the toilet seat up. Praise be unto him who is holy. Whew, Lord. I thought they were stuck on LD with that one, but they don't. After they use it, they put the whole lid and everything down. They wash their hands and then they exit stage gone. I appreciate that. Nah. Cause trust me, if I did be, if let me tell you something about me. If I was gay, if I did go that route, honey, my woman would be bad. She would have to be bad like me. I don't want nothing that looks like a man. If I'm gonna go that route, I want a female that looks like a female. Seriously. Yeah. That's just my own thing. If I did do that route, that's exactly what. Because if I'm gonna get somebody, now this is me talking. If I'm gonna get somebody that resemble a man, I might as well go on and get a man. Point blank, period. But if I did go that route, she would have to be just as fine as me. I promise you. All south, we both will be sharing cologne, girl. I like your cologne, girl. So yeah. I don't, so I don't get the other way. It ain't my business, but I don't get the other way. And maybe I shouldn't get it. So that's why I don't get it. So, I asked my sister that too, because my sister's married to a woman. And my sister-in-law, she looks just like the brat. I promise y'all. She looks just like the brat, and you can tell that she's the male or the dominant one of the relationship. My sister's the south one. She's the dominant one. And I asked my sister, I said, well, if you wanted something resemble a man, why don't you just go back to men? Because it ain't like she ain't never been with a man. She was engaged to a man. And she's like, I can't explain it. I'm like, oh, okay. And that was it. We've never talked about it again. So, but my sister-in-law can grill her butt off, boy. I love when she grill. I told her the other day, it's time for her to crack that grill open so we can eat. You can't do it. Okay, Diva, you better go, girl. Shoot, you better go on with your ass self. So yeah, I'm just like, mm-mm. And I always tell, like I got sons too, so I always talk to my sons real. And I always tell the men that talk to me, be careful when you got something to offer. A woman see you. It's a difference between a woman and a grown kid. Okay, a grown kid wants you for what you can do. A woman wants you for you and can help you grow your kingdom. But you got to come to her with something. You can't come to her with bad habit and being hungry with a bad habit and then a dominant attitude trying to dictate. Ain't no woman going for that. Ain't no woman worth her salt going for that. Seriously. Because if you do get that type of woman, she gonna be messing around on you in the back. For real. See, people don't like the truth. I'm just trying to warn my brothers up front. You can be domineering if you want to. You can be the type of man that won't let a woman, express how she feel because you can't hear it, you can't take it. I don't want to hear it. I can't take it down. You can be all that right there, all that right there, all that bravado up in your throat. You could be all that. She gonna stop talking. When she stop talking to you about serious stuff and shuts that part of her down, you got to know she's talking to somebody. If she only talked to you about bubblegum stuff, you have lost the intimacy with that woman. You have lost the truthfulness with that woman. You have lost her heart. There is no way a woman gonna keep trying to give her heart to a man that everything she say he don't like, he shuts down, or he criticizes, or he crucifies it. There's no way. She's not gonna do it. Even if she stay with you, you ain't got a heart. That was free, 99. You don't have a heart. I'm telling you. Don't be stupid. And that's one thing I can say. Even over here, this is 26 years with me and my husband. Over here, there's things that I say he may not like, but he hears it. It's things he say I may not like, but I hear it because I've learned and he's learned if we don't hear each other, somebody else is always willing to hear. And so, men, I don't care how good your penis is. I don't care how good your tongue is. Can I just keep it real? I don't care how good your tongue is, how good your penis is, how freaky you are. Once you leave the bedroom, you still don't have her heart. Because a real woman, she is her heart. And if you make her think, no matter what she has to say, that it's not important unless you agree to it, unless you give validity to it, that, oh, yeah, okay, well, that's important. I'll listen. I don't want to listen. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't want to hear that. And I'll listen. When you shut her down like that, what you're saying to her is nothing that you have to say is important to me unless I say it is. That's domineering. And a woman's not going to have that. She's going to go, oh, okay. And then once she shuts up and stop talking to you, you can't get mad and say, well, why don't you talk to me? Why don't you tell me? Why don't you, because you got limits. And that's not love. Can I preach, Coco? Come on and preach, girl. That's not love. If I can only tell you what makes you feel good or what you want to hear, that ain't love. That's dictatorship. That's a Hitler mentality. Hitler only wanted to hear and see the things that tickled his fancy. Nobody else's opinion mattered. Nothing nobody else had said. Nothing nobody else said to him mattered unless it was what he said. And it goes to show women. That women, I'm telling you, that goes to show the maturity of a man. Don't get wrapped up in his age. He can be 65 years old. But if he show you he's dealing with a mind of a 20-year-old, that's how old he is. He's 20. Not 65, 20. Because a mature man will be like, say what you got to say. And when you say it, they won't try to retaliate on you because you shared your heart. If anything, they'll be like, you know what? I don't agree with that. I don't know how I should feel about that. You see how you talk about it? But if you get a man, when you're trying to open up, are you trying to say something that he don't want to hear, he shut you down? That's a boy in a man's body. Don't get the two confused. Too many women have been tricked and have married men who are still dealing with daddy issues, are still dealing with mommy issues, and they stuck. And they want you to be stuck too. All the time saying, I love you. How you love me, but you can't hear what I got to say? No, you don't. You lust me. Lust. That's what you do. You lust me. Because love has no boundaries like that. When you love somebody, whether you like it or not, you listen. And when you go to counseling, the first thing the counselor going to tell you, you have to be able to effectively listen even if you don't like it. That's why a lot of people are not ready for marriage. They're not. They want the wedding and they want, to have the celebration, or they want somebody to claim to share their life with. But when everything else that comes after that, you're not ready. Because you can't have nobody's opinion but your own. A lot of people are really stuck in their own way. And that's going to keep them being single for the rest of their life. Or either it's going to get them somebody that's going to use the crap out of them for everything they got, because they only going to tell you what you want to hear. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't living that type of life. Don't see me get hit by a truck and tell me, oh, it's the tricycle coming. I have to be able to trust you. If I can't trust that you're going to be honest with me, or if I can't trust that I can be honest with you, I have no need for you. None. What are we doing? Because this ain't no relationship. If I can't be, I went to school for a reason, y'all. Let me tell you something. The mind was a fascinating thing to me. People's behavior always fascinated me. And I'm like, because, the part of me was like, I wonder what makes people molest other people. So that's really what triggered me to go to school, to become a counselor, therapist, okay? So once you go to school for that, you see in everyday walks of life different behaviors and mentalities of people. And you can identify it, and it's not like you sit back to analyze nobody. It just comes. That's your second nature. It just comes. That's like going to school to be a doctor. If somebody tell you, oh, I got a pain in my shoulder, different things is going to come up to you. You ain't going to sit there and go, oh, you got a pain in your shoulder. Wow. No, what's going to happen is you're going to say, is it bursitis, tendonitis? Is it cold shoulder? You're going to see how I ran them off because I went to medical school. But that's what's going to come up. So if I'm a counselor or a therapist, when I hear different things, of course my nature going to kick in. It's who I am. It's who I am. Ain't nobody trying to diagnose nobody. It's just who I am. That's stupid. So I just got to a point, y'all, even with family, friends, and foe, I get tired of explaining. I get tired of explaining me. I don't explain me no more. You don't want me to tell you how I feel? Cool. Friends, family, or foe, it goes across the board. If I can't be honest with you, okay. I already know who you are. So if I can't be honest with you, I won't. But when you find out that there was other stuff going on and other things that happened and other this and stuff, and you didn't know, don't get mad because you didn't know. Because remember, I can only be surface with you. I can only talk to you about the weather and about stuff that don't matter. But any important thing, we can't have a conversation. So, And remember, that's how you wanted it. So I gives you what you want. See how that works? We all be happy. So, anywho, it's been an hour. I do appreciate you guys for coming over here and loving on me today. Don't forget tomorrow. If I do decide to do it on Google Meet, y'all, I will send you a link in your email So check about 6:30, an hour before it's time, to see which way we're going. If you see me put it on here, then that means we're gonna have it on here. But if not, then check your email, because I'll send you the link. And that way I want y'all to feel comfortable asking him questions, you know what I'm saying, and talking to him. So again, tomorrow at 7:30, the credit guy TJ. Y'all know how much fun he is. He's crazy. He's straight up no chaser. He'll tell you his email address and everything so he can help you guys with your credit. He's been helping a whole lot of people get their credit up. Okay. So I gotta make sure King knows too. He'll probably hear this, so never mind. If somebody can get the word out to Real Mamas, because she's been asking for him to come back, so she'll know that he's coming tomorrow and everything. So, all right. Just remember, if nobody told you that they love you, I do. And if nobody told you you're intelligent, you really are. You all have my email address. If you need me, let me know. And I think tomorrow I'm going to do some type of gift giving. There's going to be 3 different gifts. So hopefully you will have, if you have a Cash App, a PayPal, and you don't mind giving me your address, because one gift I'm going to mail out, and the other 2 I can do by Cash App or PayPal. So I ain't gonna tell y'all which one. I'm gonna see what's going on. You're gonna have to pick a number and answer a question. Like, you're not gonna have to do all 3. The first one might be, what do you know about cocoa? Like, can you tell me what's my favorite color? And I'll give you 3 answers. And then the next one might be, how long have I been married? The other one is something that TJ will say tomorrow. I'm gonna see if somebody listen, and if you answer it, then you get, so it's gonna be 3 different things. So we'll see. So everybody have a blessed day. Thank you, Baba Mimi. So I'm gonna call you either later on today, or I'll probably call you tomorrow before we start the meeting. Smooches, everyone. Thank you. Have a great day.